What's shaking, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shay and it is time for the September TBR. I cannot believe it that it is September and we are going into the latter few months of the year. I feel like this year has gone by both fast and slow due to what's been going on in my life, but honestly, I can't believe it's September. With that being said, it is time for the TBR. And if you don't know how I do things over here, I pull 2 books out of 5 categories of jars. They are my series jar, new release jar, owned jar, romance jar, and backlist jar. So I pull 2 books out of each jar, making that a total of 10 books. But I only hold myself accountable to reading 1 of the 2 out of each jar. And then the rest of the month is kind of determined just what I want to do. I will tell you, in the month of September, I am very focused on completing series. Super focused on that. I have started a vlog where I am continuing and finishing series, and I'm very looking forward to continuing to do that. In the month of September, I do get a little nervous when my series starts to jump up. One of my goals was to read my series closer together, so I would quit forgetting what was happening in books and just DNFing series because I didn't want to reread the first book in the series. So with that being said, I do want to show you guys 2 books that I absolutely positively would love to get to in the month of September. The first of those books is going to be Assassin's Quest. Now this is a big beefy boy, but this will complete the Farseer trilogy for me. I have this beautiful Illumicrate edition, but this book is massive. This book is, I'll tell you how many pages it's in here. 837 pages. I think the audiobook is 30 something hours. I'm not quite sure, but I do want to see if I can get to this book in September. Another book I would love to get to is The Dragon of Jinsaying, which will also complete a series for me. This is the Chronicles of the Wolf Queen, the 3rd book in that series. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in that series, and I'm looking forward to completing it, which I want to do soon because, like I said, I have read the first 2 books and I don't want to get so far away from those books that I'm not going to enjoy this one as much. So while it's fresh in my head, I want to complete this series. Those are 2 that I really want to get to, but I'm kind of up in the air for anything else. So we're going to go ahead and pull my jars. Now, just in case you also don't know, from last month's TBR jars, my camera lens is broken, and hopefully this is the last TBR where you will not see it focus, because right now that's what it's not doing. It's not focusing. I can't zoom, I can't do all of the things, and so it's very difficult sometimes to see what's on the pieces of paper that I pull. But hopefully this is the last month, because I will be purchasing a new lens for the camera, hopefully sometime soon. So we'll go ahead and get started with the series jar. This is every series that I am in progress on that I haven't DNF'd. I have DNF'd some series and pulled some out, and I've also unfortunately had to add a few series. And what really is crazy is in the month of September, there are a lot of my series are actually going back from caught up to in progress because we have editions in the series coming out. So, all right, this is number 1. Okay, I'm nervous kind of about, there's series in here that I want and series in here that I don't. This is the first one, and this is going to be, y'all, I cannot make this up. This is, I don't know if you can see that, the Farseer trilogy. I know that you can see my head, and that's, sorry about the forehead and the eyes. The Farseer trilogy, which I just talked about, Assassin's Quest. I want to continue that. So great that I picked that out of my jar. And let's do number 2. This is Dearly Beloathed, and I don't know when the next in the Dearly Beloathed series comes out. Let me check on that. Oh, it came out in July. For some odd reason, I was thinking that it didn't come out till September. So this is I think it's a duology. So this is the last book in the series. Starts with The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. This is a fantasy romance type story. I recently read it, so it would be really great if I could read this one to complete off the series and also read it close to I read the first one. I only gave the first one 3 stars, so it could be possible that I would maybe DNF The Exquisite Torment of Loving Your Enemy, which is the second book in the series. But we will see. So that is the series that I pulled. We're gonna pop into new releases jar. So I don't know what I want out of here. There's not any new releases that I'm dying to get to. I think the next one in the DC Star series that just came out in August, I definitely want to get to. That's the only one that I could say that I'm like really wanting to read. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Okay, got 2. I got multiples, but this is the one. All right, the winged games. The winged games. I do own this one. Hold. I love it when I pull things I own because also a goal of mine is to get through my owned things. So I would love to get to this one. And this is the Fairy Loot edition. I'm gonna be honest, I was very disappointed with this. It's just a feather on it. So I think it's not really inspired. I can reverse the dust jacket, which I think I may do, and have like the original cover, which that's the original cover, which I think is better than just like a feather. I do like the naked hardback. She knows him in a way only rivals on an opposing team can. So this is by the same author that wrote a series that I truly love. And it starts with The God and the Gamiho, which I absolutely adore those books, and I own both of them, the Fairy Loot editions of those. So I really hope to love this one as much as that one. I'm looking super forward. I haven't read reviews of this, but maybe they are good. So looking forward to reading this. Okay, time for number 2 out of the new releases jar. All right, here we go. This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Alana Andrews. I have been wanting to read this. I pulled this out of my jars earlier this year. Because I pulled it twice, like it is calling for me to read it. It is calling for me. I love Alana Andrews. I've read the Kate Daniels series, really liked that. I did bounce off another series by her, but I have heard nothing but great things about this book. I really, really want to read it. The only problem is it's a series. So all of these are series, right? And I don't know when the next book is going to come out in said series. And so I don't know. I've started to feel some type of way about starting these series that I don't know when the next book is going to come out, because am I going to have to reread? I don't know. But I am excited. Interesting book. We're going to go to the own jar. All right. It did not decrease this month. It increased because of my monthly subscriptions. But it's time for this one. Number 1, tiny paper. Oh. This is Blood Mercy. This is a self-published, I don't know if y'all can see this. This is a self-published fantasy romance, and it's a long series. I remember it being very, very long. So that, I do own it. I don't know what I own it on. Audio, I think. And number 2. Okay. Okay. This is The Reunion, which is a book by Megan Quinn. I read like the short little novella that goes before this one, and then purchased this one and because I was going to continue on with the series, and then I didn't. So this is just a quick romance read. So who's to say what I will read? Blood Mercy or that one? I don't own either of them physically. Okay, time for scariness. Romance. If you don't know, this is your first time here, I am exploring what I like in different romances. I started reading romance more thoroughly a little over a year ago. I'm still deciding what kind of tropes, those kinds of things that I like. In this jar are recommendations I got off social media of all platforms for all different tropes. So there are some scary things in here for sure. But that's okay, because we're gonna make our way through this jar. So here's, as some flutter to the ground. This is one. Okay, this is The Best Laid Plans. The Best Laid Plans. I don't know if you can see, I don't know what this book is. Let me look it up. I can at least tell you guys what kind of tropes are in here. Okay, this is a book by Carla Sorensen. It starts a series by her, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I read, what is that series I read by her that I truly, truly loved? The Walker series. I'm gonna put it up here. I truly, truly loved it, and I wanted to read more, but I also have DNF'd a series from her, so it can go either way. Let's see. Okay, it is a sports romance. I don't have any tags on this one. But it appears a football player, but he's retired from football. He's mourning the loss of his best friend, a renovation manager. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm not sure what tropes, maybe Grumpy Sunshine, I don't know. Sounds like a fun time. Again, I like Carla Sorensen, and that's why a lot of her series are on my list or in this jar. Let me pick up the ones that fell and we will pick a number 2. So contemporary romance, I'm really shocked that there's a lot of dark romance in here that I've just like, I've only gotten contemporary romance, I think, out of this jar. But this is, okay, so I'm gonna show you what this is. This is number 2. This is Insatiable. And this book is by Lee Rivers. This is like a super, super beloved dark romance series. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm not going to read this book. You wanna know why? Because spoiler alert, I read this book in August. So I'm gonna take this out of the jar. I will save my thoughts on it for my wrap up, but I did read Insatiable. So that's coming out of the jar. All right, we're gonna pull another number 2. As they all clump together, I got to, let me put one back. Okay, here it is. Okay. This is My Favorite Girl. I don't know if y'all can see that. And hopefully, again, I am gonna get a new lens for my camera. So, super exciting. My Favorite Girl. That sounds like a contemporary romance. Let's see. So, this is a short one by Skyla Summers. It starts a new series. I got dark romance, Forbidden. So let's see what it says. It's just a novella that it ends on a cliffhanger, and then we have to read the second one, which is the full length novel, I think. So, okay, so it's a 2-parter, but this is just the novella. So interesting. You know, I've said a lot of things about novellas, and I don't know if I'm a fan of them or not, but I haven't read that many romance novellas. Okay, then we have my backlist jar. So this is every book that I don't own that I'm interested to reading that came out prior to 2026. It's hefty, it's a big jar. Let's go ahead and pull number 2. There's a lot of thrillers in here, some fantasies, some sci-fi, but I would say a lot of thrillers, which I like thrillers. So this is number 1. Oh, this is a nonfiction book. This is The Splendid and the Vile, which I've wanted to read for some time. I have to be in like the mood to read nonfiction, but maybe that's this month. I don't know. All right, let's pull number 2. Uh-oh. As papers go flying. This is 2. This is My Darling Dreadful Thing. This is a horror. Let me look it up and see who it's by. It has a girl's face on the cover, I think. Yeah, it's like a face. So this is by Johanna Van Veen. I don't know how you say that, but I think it's a horror, and gothic historical horror meets paranormal murder mystery meets sapphic romance is what one of these reviewers said. So that sounds like my boom, to be honest. So those are the picks for the month of September. Again, I am also going to be actively trying to complete series. I do have a week off in September from work. I had a week off in August, and I'm gonna have a week off in September, and I cannot decide whether I'm just gonna read what I wanna read. Sometimes when I have a week off, I'm just like, I want to just read what I wanna read, but then my brain, after I do that, says, why have you done all of this? Why have you started these series? Because, you know, you're gonna feel bad about this later when you have all these series in progress, but we will tackle that when we get there. That's what I'm reading in the month of September. Let me know what you guys are reading, and I will catch you guys in the next one.